After you are reborn, you will first sell all the assets left by your parents. Then you have a debt of 10 billion yuan to collect it. The world's cultural relics became the world's #1 for a time. Spendthrift. However, no one knows. 3 months later. Global evolutionary extraterritorial invasion. Money will become waste paper. The collected meteorites are hidden in the awakening tower after they awaken. It is known as the Daluo magic weapon. The complete Tao Te Ching you collected is the awakening view of the universe. Imaging is known as the best level in the world. The ancient Bodhi tree you collect has gained billions of talents after awakening. At this time, you're watching the news on your phone. International summary. The ancient Bodhi tree was stolen half a month ago. According to legend, Sakyamuni once realized that he became a Buddha under this tree. Respected as the national treasure of the Indian Jew, the official government attaches great importance to it. The security department has been ordered to set up an investigation team for world news. Loch Ness discovered the water view again. Some travelers posted photos. It is initially concluded that the body is at least 100 meters long. After being identified by experts, all photos have obvious traces of treatment. The parties involved have apologized. Financial Weekly recently mobilized a mysterious rich man. A large number of stocks and real estate sold out nearly 10 billion yuan. And it continues. Financial experts say the domestic economy is stable and improving in the short term. This move will cost it at least hundreds of millions of dollars in the next 6 months. You are reading the news on your phone. His expression was almost dull. You turn off your phone. Take out the telescope and look ahead. Now. A ferry slowly appeared on the sea level in the distance. There is only one container on it. Look carefully. You can also find that the container is covered with seals. It seems to be a certain extremely valuable. Half an hour. After the ferry road breaks down. Stop steadily at the port. Soon dozens of people were wearing black clothes. The person wearing sunglasses walked down and the person who was leading was a tall bald head. He walked closer. Take off your sunglasses. Let me tell you this trip, Mr. Liu. But it almost broke several of my brothers. You see when the final payment will last about half an hour at most? Your expression is plain. The Centipede organization is internationally renowned. Who dares to pay for the debt? The bald head looked in front of him. He is only in his early 20s. But he nodded calmly. I feel relieved with Mr. Liu's words. That's the case. Mr. Liu followed me on the boat. If there is no problem with bright fireworks, unload the ship. Immediately. The seal of the container you and the bald guy uploaded was torn apart. With a sound of metal friction, the door opened. Among them is an ancient tree that has been uprooted and has a length of at least 10 meters. The teeth of the rhizome. There are also those green leaves that seem to have been dug out soon. But at this moment, he was lying quietly in the container. The bald man sighed when he saw this. I really don't know what you rich people are thinking. Spend so much money. It's just for a broken tree. Hearing the words. But you shook your head gently. This is not an ordinary tree. It is the ancient Bodhi tree realized by Buddha Shakyamuni. That's right. The stolen Bodhi tree in India's national treasure was done by you. The bald head beside you. It is among the top 3 avenue organizations in the world. Everyone is called the Heavenly Foot Centipede. It is said that as long as the price is affordable, there is nothing that can't be made. And for this trip, you spent nearly 100 million in total. But as long as you get the stuff, in your opinion, it's all because you are a reborn person. More than a month in memory. The world will change. All kinds of myths and legends will come to the earth. Monster beast. Monsters emerge one after another. A new era begins. By then, this world is no longer money supreme. It is the prey of the weak. The strong are respected. Someone awakens. Obtain the thunder body. Controlling lightning. Some people have a lot of blood. Extremely talented. Someone soars in the sky with his wings. The ancient Bodhi tree will also change into a supreme divine object at that moment. After measurement, it can directly increase billions of geniuses. A waste of money becomes a genius. The benefits are unimaginable. 100 million in front of it. Even a pile of waste paper is worse than that. One lifetime. You know it too well. Then step by step. In the end, I can't keep up with the pace of the new era. Being killed. Blood stains the earth. And in this life, you are reborn to change. I had the chance to do it again in the first 3 months. So you want to change the front and front of the world. In the future, you must be ahead of everyone. You have to conquer this life. What do smart executives manage? Tree money is important. Guan just doesn't know what you are thinking. Since all the confirmation is correct, now it can be removed. You naturally don't understand the explanation. Xiaoxiaxiaco's next ferry is not long. The container containing the ancient Bodhi trees was unloaded and loaded on a truck. The truck is ready for you long ago. The driver will drive it in person. In order to prevent accidents? Discovered. You have done a lot of preparations in the early stage. For example, all the cameras of this physical technique have long been disassembled. You must know. Things are different from other treasures belonging to India. With all kinds of myths and legends. Even with your current property. Once discovered, it is also a big problem. As for Baldhead and others, what they did was illegal. It is natural that it is impossible to tell the final payment to be paid. At this time, the Baldhead next to him looked at the balance displayed on the phone. A smile suddenly appeared. With the entire villa. If you still have the chance to greet the ancient Bodhi tree at any time, although it is a national treasure. But the Tianzhu official did not provide any security measures. After all, who would have thought someone would have the idea of a tree? So for centipede tissue. Although this business seems a bit strange. But it's easy and more money. He wishes you a few more times. As for what I said before. Almost lost a few brothers. It's just a joke. You must smile. After shook hands with each other. Then he climbed onto the truck. Start to exit the port. Centipede tissue. The Baldhead and the members did not stay. Leaving soon. Late at night. There is a huge forest in the north of the moat, and there are few people on the road. However, there is a 3-story villa in the heart of the city. The villa is brightly lit. Luxurious decoration. Outside is a tall and thick wall. It's tens of meters long. Surround the entire villa. The lights cannot be seen at all. It looks very mysterious. You are busy all day now. Dragging his tired body back to the first floor lobby. After pouring a glass of red wine, he turned his eyes to the yard outside. There, the ancient Bodhi tree pulled back from the port has been planted. A lot of water was poured. Keep the land moist. Actually, you know this tree can live for thousands of years. Even if you don't do this, no problems will occur. Just keeping in mind all small behaviors. You don't want any problems. Dingling. And then your cell phone ringtone suddenly rang. I picked it up and saw that it was a foreign number. Hello? You picked up your phone and answered. Mr. Liu. A heavy sound came from the other side of the earpiece. I just got off the plane. All procedures have been completed. The pass on Carl's has been completed. The hotel has been booked. There is enough amount on the opposite card. Remember. No matter what, things must be obtained. If you have any questions, please contact you anytime. The sound is calm. I explained a lot of things in one breath. One of Christie's world's most famous auction houses brings together real-time artworks from all over the world. And this auction happens to have something you need. So you found a professional person. Let the other party go abroad. Get the stuff in hand. It was Mr. Liu who responded opposite. After asking a few more questions. So hung up the phone. You took a sip of the red wine. Open the phone album. I took out a few photos. Inside the photo is a yellowed ancient Chinese book. But it is not ordinary Chinese characters. It is an oracle bone inscription from ancient times. It has been identified by foreign ancient Chinese experts. It is suspected to be related to the Tao Te Ching written by Lao Tzu. It is at least 2,000 years ago. 100 years ago. After being unearthed in China. After several twists and turns, he was captured by Carthage. Released the news not long ago. It will soon become one of the many lots of items. This kind of thing appeared. It will definitely cause heated discussions in the country. It's enough for Chinese experts to think it might be that book. The ancients forged it. Because no matter the words or chapters are written, they are very different from the Tao Te Ching passed down. Except for the age. The research value is not very great. But only you know that the book that Jia Shida is a complete version of the Tao Te Ching. People all believe that this book has only 81 chapters. But in fact, there are 108 Hua and Xia. But it is the most important part that has long been missing from the residual book. After the global changes in the previous life, you have long been a small character. I have heard of a complete version of the powerful comprehending. The Tao Te Ching tempers the body and soul to the extreme. The true supreme scriptures of the Han Star soul can be connected to the spirit and walk in the heart domain. The value of the ancient Bodhisattva books is no less than that of the Indians. Since you have decided to make up for your shortcomings in this life, to be the top, that complete version of the Tao Te Ching is definitely an indispensable part. The ancient Bodhi tree cost nearly 100 million. Carr thus got his team at least tens of millions of times. If it were ordinary people, they wouldn't be able to withstand it. Turn off your phone. You couldn't help but sigh. Just like before rebirth. You are also a rich second generation now. My parents died in a car accident a year ago. Leave tens of billions of property. The difference is, after you inherited your family business in your previous life, I only know how to squander. Not for the future exam at all. Although this property is enough to support you for the rest of your life. But then the world changed. Strength is the most respectful. The strong prey on the weak. No matter how much money is, it turns into waste paper. No use. Previous life. You are from an unrestrained and rich second generation. He became a small character directly. Even if there are some opportunities. But there is no way to change anything. After experiencing the strong. After the era when dignity is trampled on. You know clearly how important strength is. If you don't have the power to bully others. So after returning from rebirth, you start to plan for the future as soon as possible. Sell all kinds of property. Crazy cash out and lower it. The price is endless. In the previous news, the mysterious rich man who sold a lot of stocks and real estate. It is also this move. To outsiders, it is undoubtedly extremely stupid. After all, what you leave behind in your parents are all benign assets. Sell it. It means losing at least several million a day. But you don't care for more than a month. How much property is used to change globally? What we are fighting for in the new era is not money, but itself. For example, the villa you live in now is also one of the heritages. When I first bought it, I just wanted to be clean. And after you return from rebirth, you have transformed it. The purpose is to have a silently prepared base in the next time. Now the full version of the Bodhi ancient tree has been obtained. There should be no accidents in the Tao Te Ching. Next are other magical objects after the mutation. You calm down. The brain turns rapidly. One plan after another emerges. That's right. These two things are not enough. You have to rush before the change. Try to collect all kinds of supreme divine things you know. In this way, after you arrive in the new era, it is enough to deal with all possible crises. Then step by step, walk ahead of everyone. Buzzing. At this time, the phone suddenly vibrated. It interrupted your thoughts. Pick it up and see it is a class group chat from your college years. Lee Cece is about to graduate for 1 year. The classmates in our class haven't been together for a long time, yes. But do you have any plans for the squad leader Li Hansheng? Li Hansheng? Of course, I have booked a room at Yunzhong Hotel. One-stop eating, drinking, and having fun. Everyone must remember to come to Lee Cece. Wow. That's a city moat. Good 5-star hotel. After all, it costs tens of thousands of dollars. The squad leader is too rich. Looking at a bunch of messages on your phone. You shook your phone body aside. If you talk about the world of rituals, I will still be interested in responding to this kind of thing. But now I don't care at all. After all, it's urgent. For you, it's completely meaningless. Just very soon. Just when you are about to get up and leave. Suddenly my eyes moved. Immediately pick up the phone again. Then open the day. The software slowly opened and it was shocking. The reason for your sense of becoming a host is very simple. You think of something you need. The gathering of students will be held at this time. So it must be clear in the morning a few days later. After you exercise like a flat-lee, wash away all your fatigue. Enjoy breakfast at the table. There were sounds coming from the TV in the living room. 3 days ago, a passenger said after climbing Mount Tai, saying that he saw thousands of rays appearing in the clouds. This caused heated discussion among netizens. It was later identified that there were a large number of earthquakes on the Mirage Sichuan cloud plain. But the shock woke up. The relevant departments have organized the rescue team and no casualties have occurred before. The eastern part of Taihang Mountain has been shrouded in fog recently. 2 tour groups have lost contact. Experts say, be cautious in traveling in the near future. Perhaps global changes have begun long ago. It just didn't attract attention. Listen to the news broadcast on TV. You start to think in your heart. But some things are fair. It won't cause much thought to me normally. It seems to be thinking about it. There seem to be many secrets. Represents a certain precaution. Maybe the official has long realized that. And already prepared in secret. But in order to maintain stability, suppress all the unusual things. Here comes the thoughts. You can't help but feel urgency in your heart. More than a month left. You must not be afraid of nervousness. So you have to act as soon as possible. Seize all opportunities. Dingling. And that is at this time. The phone rang again. You looked at the instrument. It is the real estate industry. Manager Zhang did not hesitate. Answered directly. Hello? Hello? Is it Mr. Liu? I am Xiao Zhang who was promoted. The price came from the opposite side. Very polite. The farm you bought in Wuzhou. All procedures are completed. The property rights contract has also been planned. That's what you frowned. The man suddenly raised the price temporarily. Originally, land worth 20 million. Now we need to cut tens of inorganic sheets. The manager's tone was hesitant. Continue. Then the express delivery is not worth the price at all. Do you think you are waiting for me to help you reduce the price? No. Only 2,000 million you can maintain it. You're just playing for your voice. Well. Don't worry, Mr. Liu. I promised to do Fong Fong in the past few days. Have you done it all the time? The mid-price of real estate for many years. He didn't meet such a refreshing buyer. 5 million agreed directly without hesitation. But I quickly realized. The higher the commission you use. Manager Zhang soon continued. And Mr. Liu may need you to come here at that time. Sign up. I have entrusted the matter to Rongxing with all my powers. Just sign the contract for me. Are you sure you don't come here in person? Xiao Zhang on the opposite side seemed a little unbelievable. More than 20 million is not a trivial matter. Just ask someone to sign on behalf of others. Rich people are so willful. It's done. Send the contract to me. Just give your address. Rongxing is a big company. I'll be at ease with you. That's it. You hung up the phone directly. It seems that time is limited. There can't be a slight waste. It also seems that I don't take this matter seriously at all. What's the point of tens of millions? It's far less than the value of that farm in your eyes. It won't take long in memory. Wuzhou City will see a meteor that is rare in 1,000 years. The most important one will fall from the starry sky on the earth. The location is within the farm you purchased. And in that out of the sky. It is a supreme sword platform. Belongs to the divine thing outside the heavens. It's hard to find in the world that you can't measure how much money you can't find. Even if the price is increased. The important reason for taking the farm. You can go and search at the first time. After doing this, you need to turn on your phone. Find a name from the chat software. Type a line of words. Lawyer Wang. Have you contacted Longhu Mountain? Soon the news came. Lawyer Wang replied almost instantly. Hello? Mr. Liu. I'm already in contact with you. But there are still some questions you can reply to. If it's because of money, that's not a problem. I can add it, either. It is mainly because the Taoist priests in Longhu Mountain have difficulty communicating. Many people have donated recently. Let you wait. You reply 10 million. You keep talking. Lawyer Wang replied. The good chat ends. You smiled at this. Then I thought of Longhu Mountain, which is the ancestral courtyard of Taoism. With many mythological colors. Especially after global changes. Its status has increased and not diminished. Many big names have emerged. Certainly. You donated so much money. It is not necessary to establish a good relationship with Longhushan in advance. Ask for asylum. But for another and more important thing. A stone tablet without words. The stone tablet contains the supreme magical power of Taoism. Very awesome. In the last life, someone used this magical power. To the world. Sweeping all the deserts and going all the best. Certainly. Now except you. No one in the world knows it. You're going to take advantage of this. Get the wordless stone tablet in advance. According to the rules of Longhu Mountain. If someone has donated to a certain extent, you can delineate a personal military dojo in Longhu Mountain. And that stone tablet is very heavy. You can't take it away directly with great fanfare. Only by large donations. First place the stone tablet into the dojo area. Then think of other methods. But for you, as long as it is a problem that can be solved with money, that's not a problem. Donation from Longhu Mountain in Wuzhou is completed. The preliminary preparations should be almost done. You let out a breath of turbid air. Now there is no word to start. You have a series of plans to implement. It is definitely a matter of time. Otherwise, you wouldn't leave everything to someone else to deal with. And after these things are done, you're leaving the city. It's true that the clone is unable to do anything. Didn't think much about it. It was almost 9 o'clock after looking at the phone. You can speed up your breakfast immediately. After a little cleanup. Then he walked out of the living room and headed to the garage. There is only one car in the garage. It is the latest model of Mercedes-Benz 2000, 2563. The market price is about 4 million. Of course, this number is not worth mentioning in front of your value. The reason for buying it. Just think it's cheap and practical. I don't know how to use this car to attend a class reunion. What happens when you are seen by those people? You shook your head and thought. In fact, you were extremely low-key when you were in college. All aspects are very ordinary. The reason is that your parents have the idea of raising children in poverty. I think I have too much contact with it too early. Money will corrupt the mind. Not conducive to growth. This is why your college classmates think that your family is just a working class. Get the key. Start the car. You drive away from the villa. Although the moat is not as long as the ancient capital of the 6 dynasties like the elves, it has a long history. But because of the unique conditions, the economy has taken off in the past century. The city of the Demon City has been around now. Yunzhong Hotel is located in the inner ring of the moat. It covers a wide area. The decoration is extremely luxurious. Not in the hotel gate. Dozens of young people gathered in Li Sisi. You become beautiful again. I would have attacked you when I was in college. Now I'm probably married. One in casual clothes. The young man with some dark skin started to joking with Wang Zibo. It's not too late for you to start now. Tell you quietly. Sisi doesn't have a boyfriend yet. A girl spoke in her arms and stood beside her with her eyebrows dancing in a spiral. What were you saying? They are just cheap and real. Sisi's cheeks were slightly red and crisp. I have to say. He looks really good. Fair skin. A thin eyebrows. Tight jeans make you look better. Ha ha. Who says old classmates can't fall in love? There are black young people. That is, Wang Zibo spoke. But even though that's what it means. But there was a smile on his face. And at this moment, when the sound appears, everyone turned their heads and looked at them. But I saw a suit and ties. Young man with gold-rimmed glasses walked off a BMW car. With a smile. Like a successful person. It is the first person to see that Li Hancheng's senior squad leader Wang Zibo was the one who saw it. In the eyes. Hit over quickly. Touched the front hood. Okay. The squad leader has started the BMW. It seems that you've done a good job after graduation. Wherever I am tall, should I call Mr. Li now? The other students also gathered around. There was curiosity on his face. Nothing. A relative's family opened a company. I'll just go and help. Li Hansheng helped his glasses. Smiling. The car is only more than 300,000 yuan. It is also provided by the company. His words seemed modest. But in fact it has a certain scent of show-off. The eyes couldn't help but glance around. Feel the eager gaze around you. I felt a little secretly happy afterwards. That's more than 300,000. My salary is only 2 years old, I have to save it for no food or drink. Wang Zibo is a little envious. In fact, all the classmates around you are like this. After all, we have only graduated for a year. Some people are even renting houses. But Li Hansheng drove a BMW. Naturally, I will look up higher. But now you are driving your 4 million drama. You were too low-key in college. And it's very ordinary in all aspects. No attention at all. The only thing worth talking about. It's just that you have a crush on Zhou Yunxian. But now I've just graduated for a year. You quietly drove into the car for more than 4 million. The male classmates couldn't help but gathered around. Curiously look at you. This car is yours. Wang Zibo hurried over. Look here. Look there. Finally, I asked. You guessed it would. This is just nodding. You really don't want to show off your wealth. Or attract attention. But I had no choice but to have a car in my hand. Of course you didn't choose to explain. Looking to continue. Didn't you go in just now? Let's go together. He ignored everyone's reactions. It's amazing when you walk into the hotel gate. Wang Zibo immediately sighed. Whispered. What did you do after graduation? It won't be a lottery. In his eyes. A family like yours can't afford such a car. Unless you win the prize. Maybe you are really capable? Li Sisi took the conversation. Refuted directly. You? Now, I haven't left your back. Maybe. But I heard from my friend. Li Hansheng, who can't spend much money on renting a luxury car for a day, suddenly spoke. Then I didn't say much. Then the students walked into the hotel and looked at each other in front of each other. He followed directly. The so-called class reunion. There are only a few things. Have a meal. Sing. And chat. How will their respective developments be after graduation? As the top 5-star hotel in the moat, Yunzhong. All kinds of facilities are very complete. Drinks are also provided in the room. Fruit. Expensive wine, etc. It can be said that there are everything. But there is another most important person who has not fallen. After everyone entered the room they had booked before. Basically they are chatting. And because of the episode just now. Some students are involuntarily approaching you. Want to know why you can drive a luxury car in just 1 year. Some people also try to see if they can bring a female classmate led by Li Sisi in the area. I even asked you directly if you have a girlfriend. Regarding this, you responded politely one by one. But my teammates don't want to say much about themselves. After all, come to attend the class reunion. You have other plans? Have a good relationship with my former classmates. No longer considered. When the class monitor Li saw that the female classmates were far away. There is a hotel where Prince Bo looked at you who was surrounded, and said. There was a little helplessness in his eyes. When I was in college. Relying on his lively and bold personality. Among the female students, the staff is very good. But now it can't do it. Everyone is looking at money. So what? Li Hansheng opened the wine tasting and sneered. Didn't I just rent a car worth about 4 million yuan? When Li Sisi and the others find out. It depends on how you step down. For the limelight being stolen by others. She was naturally very dissatisfied. But now it's hard to say anything. I can only drink with my head down. How do you know that the car is rented? I don't think it's like it. Wang Zibo was a little confused. I'll tell you. Li Hansheng immediately wanted to explain. But with a message on the phone, my eyes suddenly lit up. Then stand up directly. To everyone. Open your mouth loudly. All students, be quiet first. Zhou Yun. Joan is already on the way. Let's order the dishes first. He turned around soon. This is outstanding. All the classmates didn't speak. He quickly walked to the restaurant next to him to start preparing. Zhou Yunxiang is not only the class beauty. It's also a joke for the entire university. More importantly, the Wuzhou group of his family is ranked among the entire city. A typical white and rich beauty is the goddess in the hearts of all boys in college. So his arrival will naturally attract everyone's attention. I dare not neglect the situation in my heart at all. Li Hansheng's originally depressed mood suddenly improved a lot. After all, I am now in contact with Zhou Yunxiang. Only yourself. Thinking of this, I couldn't help but glance at you. There was a little smugness in his eyes. But you seem to have not seen it. Choose to ignore going to the restaurant with everyone. When selecting a position, you are not with those families. Instead, he sat next to Chen Song. At the same time, smiling. Chen Song. Long time no see. Long time no see you. Chen Song was stunned. Then he nodded immediately to respond to him. Family reasons. There was basically no one talking to the orphans at the party. I've always sat aside immediately. But for you, you take the initiative to sit aside. Surprise in my heart. Especially after thinking about the luxury car you drove. I couldn't help but feel nervous. Then my mind is running rapidly. I have a fair relationship with you when I was in college. Yes. It's been more than a year. You naturally understand Chen Song's thoughts. And in fact, the goal of attending the class reunion this time is the other party. Soon after, the dishes have been ordered. Everyone started chatting again. I heard there is no Taihang Mountains. Those 2 tour groups have been found. As an active member, be the first to choose the opening. I've seen the news, too. Someone broke the news online. Those people seem to be crazy. He said he saw a talking tiger. Yes. Some people say that the sea was found in the mountains. It's really funny. How can there be a sea in the mountains? All the students are interested. Start talking about some recent strange things. The national treasure of the Indian country. News about the stolen Bodhi tree. Do you know? Damn laughing. These days, someone actually steals a tree. It's really weird. What's there to do? I heard that the Vatican Pope himself knelt down at a teenage boy. Explain. He is an angel who came to save the world. I have videos on my phone. There are also ancient books that have caused a lot of controversy some time ago. It is said to be related to the Tao Te Ching. That book is definitely. Didn't it mean that Christie is going to auction that book in the near future? How's it going? Some fool bought it. It is rumored that it cost more than 30 million. What more than 30 million? Too stupid. Our domestic experts say it is forged. He actually paid back the money. You don't understand this and don't open this home. Then why did you launder money? Li Hansheng took the conversation in thought. The so-called auction is actually more about money laundering. Especially for something that is obviously worthless. It actually sold a sky-high price. If you think about it carefully, there must be something wrong. Yes. It's money laundering. Some students echoed. Not far away. You hear these conversations. A smile on the corner of your mouth. Sure enough, when the information is asymmetric. Some people don't understand how you do things at all. But no wonder no one would think of it now. In just 2 months, the world will change. And what everyone laughs at. It will also show true divine righteousness at that time. Certainly. You won't explain it at all. Still holding the wineglass and watching quietly. As for Christie's full version, it is naturally what you asked someone to take pictures of the Tao Te Ching. It was done the day before yesterday. I'm afraid I'm already on my way back to China now. But because of these people's chats, let you be more sure that global changes may have begun. Just an ordinary person. I don't know the two tourist groups like Tai Hang Mountain. Like the unusual actions of the Vatican Pope. Like the Loch Ness Monster phenomenon in the previous news. Most people look at it. Just treat it as a few interesting news. But in the eyes of those who have experienced it. But it can taste a different taste. And just as everyone talks about their interests. The door of the room was opened. Suddenly, a faint feeling. The fragrance pours in. Everyone turned their heads. Each expression is not surprising. Someone was surprised. Someone was surprised. Someone was surprised. Some people's eyes poured in. The person who came was like a woman in her early 20s. A woman has a slender figure. The skin is delicate and white. The hair is tied high into a ponytail. The whole person has a cold temperament. It is afraid to get close to blasphemy. Like a fairy in the moon palace who descended to earth. Especially that charming look. Better than Li Sisi and others. I don't know how many times she appears. It seems to make everything dim. It also attracted everyone's attention in the room. Sorry. I'm late. The woman's voice sounds like a clear spring in the mountains. Qin Yuan is new and remote. Zhou Yunxiong came with Yunxiong's different titles representing different relationships. The last sentence was naturally Li Hansheng who called him. Looks a little excited. Like a gentleman. Stand up immediately. Then he went up to meet. But when he was about to get close. Suddenly my heart trembled. He couldn't help but take 2 steps back. Because in Zhou Yun. There is another person behind Xiong. It was a middle-aged man like an iron tower. Wearing a black suit. It is visually estimated to be 2 meters high. He stood behind Zhou Yunxiong. Dark face. Even if Ling Li's eyes don't speak. It also gives people a strong impression. Want to stay away as far as possible. No wonder Li Hansheng took a step back. This is why Uncle's was family is worried that it is not safe for me to be alone outside. Let him accompany Zhou Yun. Xiong's mouth smiled. Open your mouth to explain. Let everyone not be afraid. There is a slight tone in its tone. So that's how it is. Li Hansheng laughed dryly and covered up his embarrassment. Then he turned his head and said. Yun is a classmate. Everyone brings you a welcome. Welcome. Yun Xiong. You're finally here. But we're anxious. Sit quickly and sit quickly. Almost everyone in the room stood up. There was a smile on my face. Everyone is very polite. Zhou Yunxiong's family background is quite clear. And in today's society, have money in background. It will naturally win everyone's respect. They all spoke to greet them. As for Uncle Zhua, everyone knows that he belongs to the bodyguard type. Of course you are different from others. Still sitting in place, she hides herself. There is no intention to get up. This scene made some people feel slightly beautiful immediately. I feel like you are a little big. Even if you are now developed. Can it compare to Zhou Yunxiong's family background last year? However, Zhou Yunxiong didn't mind at all. At the invitation of everyone, he sat in the main seat in the room. And then the dishes were served. Of course no one dares to get started first. All are waiting. All students don't have to be so polite. Yes? Zhou Yunxiong smiled faintly. Then Zhou took the initiative to talk about some things when he was in college. This made the atmosphere warm. He is very beautiful. Although the temperament is cold. It shows a friendly side at this moment. Soon. Some students put down their poops slightly. Restricted memories. Certainly. The topic is still centered on Zhou Yunxiong. This would definitely not happen if I was in college. After all, they didn't enter society at that time. But now it's different. Only after being truly whipped by reality can you understand what reality is. Some female classmates are thinking. Should we have a good relationship with the other party? If you can get the opportunity to work at Wuzhou Group. Even just a branch is enough to change your destiny. You must know. This is the top 3 major groups in the entire city. So many people take the initiative to toast. All kinds of attentiveness are offered in exchange for cups and cups. The most active ones are Li Hansheng and Wang Zibo. Follow the other person and talk about interesting things about college. Zhou Yunxiong couldn't help but smile. This smile makes the lights in the room fade. Remember it? It seems like the last semester of my freshman year was far away in the afternoon. When I first walked into the classroom with a bouquet of flowers. Do you want to confess to classmate Zhou? A female classmate talked about her mood. Say this sentence. The room suddenly became quiet. I can't help but turn my head. But at this moment you lower your head, facing everyone's eyes, silently snatching the lottery and turning a blind eye to it. This scene made everyone unable to help but support it. It is something that all classmates know about your love for Zhou Yunxiong for 4 years. But now we meet. Why don't you react at all? Shouldn't you be the most attentive one? Zhou Yunxiong looked over, frowning slightly. He actually discovered it long ago. From entering the door until now. You are the only one among the classmates who don't take the initiative to talk to each other. I didn't even raise my head. Quite terrible quiet. It's not your personality. It's all over. Let's talk about something else, Zhou Yunxiong said, while changing the topic. I took a deep look at you again. A party finally came. Why don't you talk to everyone? For a while. Chensong Xiaoshang was sitting next to him and felt strange. Didn't you say a few words? Your answer was calm. For such gatherings, you have no interest at all. If it weren't for something, it wouldn't be wasting time. Chensong, was stunned. Then he lowered his head and said nothing. His family is the worst among all the classmates. Inner inferiority. Wherever you go, it's a foil. Extremely ordinary. Not conspicuous at all. Even if you ask to leave suddenly now, no one cares. Regarding this, of course you understand. So I didn't ask much. Instead, I chatted with Chensong without a word. I asked about the family matters a little more. That's all. Time passes slowly. Everyone was full. Li Hanqing suggested. Singing was unanimously agreed. They ordered the most advanced suite in Yunzhong Hotel. There is a long way to go next to it. Let's go there too. Watching the students flock to the room next to them, Chensong also stood up. No hurry. You shook your head. Then I remember there was an heirloom in your family. It is an ancient small tripod. Right? Yes. It's still in my dad's box now. What's wrong? Chensong was stunned. Nodded. Continue. You're interested in that thing. You did not deny it. Finally, I told you about the purpose of this trip to attend the class reunion. But by the way, what you are really interested in is the ancient small tripod of the Chensong family. Even though that's not a treasure. It is not like the ancient Bodhi tree that usually brings terrifying benefits to itself after global changes. But it is an extremely mysterious thing. It has a great relationship with the subsequent series of plans. Very important. Chensong couldn't help but hesitate when he heard this. I know someone once paid 200,000. Want to buy that small roof? But your dad didn't agree. You interrupted the other person. Continue. I can offer a higher price. I said just now when I was chatting. Your dad has diabetes. The family's living expenses are very high. I guess I need some money to turn around. Isn't it? But what else does Chensong want to say? 500,000. You stretch out 3 fingers and said at the same time. And I can give you 300,000 as a deposit right away. After saying that, you no longer choose to wait quietly. Before, you can't be too anxious at this time. The reason why you are so patient is to prescribe the right medicine. Find out what others want. Then open the bid. This is the wisest thing to do. Admittedly, you have a lot of money to keep adding. But since there is a better original method, why not? I want to go back and discuss with my dad about Chensong. Open your mouth. Apparently frightened by that number. And the family really needs such a sum of money. But he did not agree immediately. I'd like to go back and discuss it. Then give me the bank card number first. You smiled. Ask the other party to give the card number. I made 300,000 yuan directly. Then, I'll wait for your news. After doing this, I looked at the other party and nodded slightly. Then he walked straight out of the room. You know that the purpose of your trip has been almost achieved. Why? That won't you go sing? No. There is something else. In the room, Chen Song looked at the balance on the mobile banking. Can't help but stare in a daze. He still can't believe it. Just transfer money in one sentence. What are you doing? Go and sing together. At this time, Li Hansheng, who was in charge of calling people, came over to urge Lu Yuan. Chen Song then realized. Say what happened just now. But because of excitement, his tone was trembling. What are you thinking? 500,000 can be taken out at will. Maybe Lu Yuan deliberately made fun of you. Because I was stolen. Li Hansheng, who had some opinions about Lu Yuan, spoke. It is best not to believe the other party's Xiaoxin. No. Chen Song Dao. Because Lu really transferred me a deposit of 300,000 yuan. As soon as this is said, Li Hansheng was completely stunned. It can be transferred out at will by 300,000 yuan. And this is the price of my BMW outside. And at the same time, Zhou Yinxiong also saw this scene. But his eyes are on the direction you leave. As if thinking. At the hotel gate. You've just walked out. I felt the phone vibrating. There are 2 messages. Different people are the promotion of real estate. Manager Zhang, Mr. Lu. Hello? The contract for the farm you purchased has been signed. Lawyer Wang, Mr. Lu. Your 10 million donation to Longhu Mountain has agreed. And invite you to come and choose lay Buddhists to attend when you have time. Have you done it as a thank you? See this? A smile appeared on your face. Although the process was not smooth. But it was done in the end. Then you didn't think much about it. Prepare to go to the parking lot far away. But soon a cold voice rang behind itself. Turning around and looking. Zhou Yinxiong also came out at some point. Is there anything wrong with the man following Uncle Zhua? You stop. Didn't choose to ignore it. After all, this woman is unusual. Nothing. Zhou Yun. Xiong turned the dragon's ear and black hair caught the eyes of the passers-by around him. He is really too beautiful. It will attract attention wherever you go. But Uncle's was standing beside him. But it can completely dispel those passers-by's desire to come forward and chat. But Zhou Yunxiong didn't care about these things. Just commit suicide. Not seen after graduation for a year. You have changed a lot compared to before. Like each other before, you wouldn't talk to me at all. Your tone is neither salty nor light. Hearing the words, the latter's expression changed slightly. But he quickly replied with a smile and continued. Who said no? For Zhou Yunxiong. Since birth, almost everyone revolves around themselves. His words. No one will ignore his attitude. Even parents love it and add the atmosphere to the pearl in their palms. And he enjoyed this feeling very much. This has been like this since childhood. In its concept, you can ignore yourself. No one can ignore himself. Just as today's college days. The road is long that cares about you very much. Today's attitude made Zhou Yunxiong feel a little uncomfortable. In the end, I ignored myself and was about to see if you were really or were playing hard to get. If nothing happens, then I'll leave. You can feel what he thinks. But there is no interest. Opening. This action finally made Zhou Yunxiong frown. But he is good at hiding his mood. Actually, I always knew that your family was in good condition. Even outstanding. And why I didn't agree to you in college. I just feel that we are not people from the same world. Now. Zhou Yunxiong desperately wanted to win a game back. He talked about college on his own initiative. And about you. Naturally, my family background cannot be hidden from him. In other words, the Wuzhou group behind him cannot be hidden. Have you finished speaking? I can leave now. You really don't want to listen to the other person's nonsense. Nothing to say. Turn around and prepare to leave. After global changes, you've struggled at the bottom for 10 years. Having experienced all kinds of cruelty. This kind of relationship has long forgotten that the road is far away. Finally, Zhou Yunxiong couldn't control his emotions anymore. I just want to give you a word. The days to come. There will be many changes in the future if you are strong. Everything will be strange. It's no longer what you are familiar with. Miss, when he wanted to continue talking, the uncle's was suddenly took a step forward. Shake your head silently. And what about you? Still not stopping. Move on. But just now, Zhou Yunxiang said. You heard it completely. It seems that some people have mastered it. Even confirming the extreme changes in the world. The Zhou family is one of them. And this group of people may have been secretly preparing to continue their strength. You think in your heart. From those words just now, you have learned a lot of Zhou's family. There is also the Wuzhou group behind it. Extremely mysterious. You in the last life. It's just considered an ordinary group enterprise. But after experiencing changes, rising rapidly in 5 weeks, the Zhou family has emerged in many strong people. He is awesome all over the world. Unfathomable. I thought it was based on the resources of Wuzhou Group. The Zhou family has achieved this. But now it seems that's not the case. Otherwise, Zhou Yunxiang would not have said such a thing just now. And you guess? There are probably many mysterious forces like the Zhou family in the country and even around the world. Certainly. For these, you have no worries or fear in your heart. Because you have a strong advantage that no one does not have. Clearly know that there is something in the subsequent development of events. Where are the treasures? Where will there be good fortune? You know everything. As long as you grasp all this. What Zhou family? What big force? You can be a couple without fear of self-confidence. So you didn't say anything. He got into the car and drove away from the hotel lady. There are a lot of things you just revealed. At this time, Uncle Zhou couldn't help but say helplessly. It was me who lost my composure. Hearing the words, Zhou Yunxiang nodded. After taking a deep breath, calmed down completely. The next moment, he once again became as cold as a giant as before. Miss, I don't understand a little. Why do you want to say something to these people? Although there is a classmate relationship. But so what? You are different from them after all. The bloodline is the most intense opportunity for our Zhou family in several generations. As soon as it arrives, it will be taught by God. Uncle Zhou thought for a moment. Continue. Those people in the hotel. Can you survive in the future? All are a problem. Even if you survive. But the gap with you will also grow bigger and bigger. Unpredictable. He spoke. The tone has a high voice. Of course I know. Zhou Yunxiang smiled. Extend your arms in the sun. It actually emits a faint golden light. Somewhat dreamy. But with the hand retracted. Everything just now disappeared completely. He turned to look at the hotel. Whispered. It's just bored lately. Hearing the words, Uncle Jia smiled. As the phone vibrates. After he took a look at the news. There is a microscopic color immediately. The head of the family explained. Some of his illnesses were dispersed in the Yin family and were intercepted. There are actually lamps. At this time, Yun Xiong was also a little surprised. Asked. Where is it? Which farm is on the outskirts of Wuzhou?